It does. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy to be here.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry that we're a little bit late. Ann and I had to do some quick catching up. I haven't talked to her since I was sick last week. And yeah, but we're here. I'm so excited.
We are, yes, we are happy to be here. And Lisa has the greatest projects.
I, well, I don't love the foil as much as you do because you are the
I don't think
queen of
anybody does.
You are the queen of foiling. I give you that crown without any hesitation at all. But I do love to foil.
Yes.
And I had so much fun coming up with, because you sent me the papers because I used your toner papers in them.
Mm-hmm.
And you sent all the papers to me, and I had foil and papers everywhere. I was messing around and trying this and that. I was having a blast.
Which sometimes when I'm foiling, I feel like I am just not even crafting. I mean, it's just so relaxing to me. I just love the whole process.
It
So I'll
is.
foil a ton of things
Yeah.
and then create later.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I did because I couldn't figure out what I wanted. So
Yeah.
I was playing with this and playing with that. And, it was a lot of fun because a lot of times I don't sit down to play. A lot of times
No.
I'm just so focused on what I have to get done that, I don't play a lot. So
And
that
I
was
think
fun.
playing is important.
It is important. It is very important. And I don't do New Year's resolutions because I just never have. I'm one of those people
I
that
don't.
just, because I'm not going to keep them anyway. So why bother? That's my whole thought process. But yeah, that is one thing that I want to try to do more of. But I want to say before we get started, thank you guys all so much for all of the wonderful thoughts that you sent last week when I was sick. I apologize for that. Um, you guys that have been following us for some time know that I have Crohn's disease, and sometimes I get issues and it comes like out of nowhere. And I was telling Ann, I was up, dressed, had my makeup on, did my hair, was ready to rock and roll, and that was it. So, anyways,
So we're here now.
but we're here now, right? And yeah, and we're gonna have fun. So,
We are.
shall I show what I'm gonna make?
Sure.
Okay. I was gonna say, or do I want to wait until I'll do both? I'll show
Well,
now and then wait until I put my camera down. Okay. And then of course, we not only did I use Ann's papers in my cards, but also, of course, Thermoweb. Their foils are the absolute best on the market. Ann and I don't use anything but theirs. We've tried other ones, but we really we really love we really love Thermoweb's deco foils.
we get the best results.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I love because nothing is more frustrating than not getting good results when you're working on something.
It happens every once in a while, but
It does. It does. And
it's
you
rare.
just gotta kind of roll with it. But
Mhm.
but when I created these, I wanted to do something that was going to be simple and quick. So if you're going to be doing a lot of cards, I thought, okay, I'm doing three. They're all three very simple. So, hopefully you'll be able to, use them for your holidays. But this is the first one that I did. And this is, of course, with Ann's toner papers, which I'm going to show
That
you.
one is a digital download.
Yes, this one is.
Yep.
But the snowflake foiling or the snowflake paper in the back is part of a pack that I'm going to show you here in just a second. So we're doing one of these, and then also this one. I love this one. I love this one a lot. It's just so bright and colorful, right? It's so gorgeous. And then this one. I love this one too. Well, actually, I love all three of them. But I do have to say, even though you know how much I love blue, the red one is really my favorite. I really love that one. But this is one that I did for us, like a slimline. And again, using Anne's toner papers here, the pine cone. Anne, what do we call this? Yeah, we're just gonna say pine cones.
Festive pine cones or something.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Christmas greenery. So those are what we're making today. And when I put my camera down, I'll show you close up so you can see. And then I'm going to show you everything that I used to create them. And we're just going to have fun. Hello, everybody that popped in. I'm glad that you're all here. Yay!
Yes.
So hopefully Facebook is going to post this. Okay. I had to just toss that out there just, for the Facebook gods or whatever.
Well, I know our friend Seth is closing his Facebook group.
I saw that. I saw that.
And he has like 8,000 in his group. But he'll come up with something else, another way. But...
Oh, of course he will. Of course he will. Yeah. I'm not saying anything more.
Having some quirks lately, which is why we stream on YouTube also.
Yes. And when it doesn't show up on Facebook, I try to, when I put up the blog post, I give you the link to YouTube also, so you know that you can watch it there if you're joining us for the very first time. Okay, so ThermoWeb, before I put my camera down, ThermoWeb is sponsoring our live today. Yay, ThermoWeb. Dawn is absolutely amazing. Anna and I love her to pieces. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what they're going to be giving away. It's a $40 package, okay? And it's going to be the glimmering gold, glimmering gold, glittering green, radiant red, brilliant blue, okay? Those 4 foil packs, which I'll show you in a minute. And then also one of their XL adhesive runners and a refill for the adhesive runner.
Nice.
So nice package. So we will be picking that for next week. I'll go ahead and announce it next week. This is going to be our last live until after the holidays. So I'll put a post up so you guys will know who won. And then we'll announce the winner from the gnome one from 2 weeks ago. We'll announce that when I'm finished with this one. Okay. All right. So let me switch and we'll get started. Yay.
Okay.
I'm excited. I already have my machine rolling.
Yes.
I already have my machine rolling here.
There you go.
All right. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. So this is what I'm working with today. I used some of, Anne's toner papers. These are just the toner sheets. They're just plain black. And I'll show you, how to use them in just a second. But this package here, and then also this seasonal package that she has. And for this one, I used the snowflake pattern here, and then also the striped pattern. These are so fun for the holidays, you guys. You're going to love them. So Anne's going to let us know where you can get them and all of that good stuff. All right. So the foils now, let me show you. Okay. So the foils I use, this is the silver glitter. Okay. I love that. So much fun. And then this is the glittering green. I know you guys have seen us use these before. And then this one is the sparkling silver. This is another one that I used. And then also the brilliant blue, which of course is my absolute favorite for, well, you know why, right? Okay. And then this beautiful red. I love this red. It is so pretty. So Christmassy. I love, love, love it. All right. So that's what we are using today. And then again, these are the cards. Okay. So we have this one, which is just, a slimline, very simple. You can put a sentiment on the inside. And then also our red one here. Lots of fun with the different papers. And then this is just a really cool, quick and easy, Merry Christmas right there. There we go. Okay. So let's get started. All right. I got to grab all of my supplies here. Okay. So we'll start. Well, since my red one's right here, we'll start with this one. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you how to decorate all of them because it'll just take too much time. But I will show you what I used and, we can kind of go from there. And then, of course, when I do the blog post, it'll all be on our post. Okay. So we're going to do this one first. And I have all my papers right here and ready to roll. All right. So what we're going to do for this one, and we're going to start off by moving this. Okay. So I've already got my machine ready to go. I turned it on before I started. This is a fabulous machine, you guys. If you guys have not bought this, you should. It's a great machine. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start with the pine cone paper. Okay, and what I did with this is I cut this down to size, and I'll put the sizes in the blog post so you guys will have them there. But what I did then with this is you're going to take the piece of foil. And again, if you're foiling for the very first time, the major mistake that people make when they foil for the first time is that they put it on the paper this way because they think that the pretty side needs to go down on the paper. No, it is the opposite. I say it every single time. You're going to do it this way. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to take a carrier sheet. Now, this carrier sheet comes with the machine. But also, I know sometimes I use parchment paper, and I know Anne uses copy paper. So there's a couple of different choices there for you. Okay, so what you're going to do for this is we're going to take this and we're going to put it right on top of our toner paper. And then I'm going to put it in my carrier sheet, right like that. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to put the fold in the machine first. So we're going to do that real quick. And then what it's going to do is it's going to heat it. This is a hot machine. Okay. And I have it on number 4. I found for me, number 4 works best. I mean, I have not had any issues at all using the 4 setting. But it does have all different ones, and in the instructions it'll show you. So what you do is you put it in the front, and then it comes out the back side like this. And while that's doing that, I'm going to grab this other piece so we can switch this out. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take it out. And for right now, I'm going to set it to the side so I can put my other one in. And for this one, we're doing the red foil with the striped toner paper. So pretty. This foil is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All that glittery. Okay, so we're going to take this and plop it in there again. And then I'm going to run that through. And then while that's running through, we're going to take the foil from this one and pull it off And then you can see where the foil transfers right on top of the toner paper. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it. Okay, and I'm going to set that off to the side. And then my red one should be done here pretty quick. Get some glue ready. All right. I'm going to move this out of the way again. Okay. Now I'm going to put this one out. And then again, you peel that off and then you get that beautiful foil right on top. That is just so gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So now to put it all together, what you're going to do from here, let me move this up out of the way. Okay. So for this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this on top. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. And then layer that right on top there. And then we're going to take a couple pieces of ribbon. And these are just going to go right around each edge. Okay, so we've got this one. This one. Move that out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to adhere this on each of the sides. Okay, so you can already tell how quick and easy this is going to go together. All right, slide that down. Whoop. There we go. Okay, and then one on this side. I'm gonna have glue everywhere. That's all right. You're not crafting if you don't have glue and everything else all over your table. All right. Then we're going to take these edges. You can either fold these over or you can just cut them off. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to trim them here. And then what you're going to do is we're going to adhere this right to our red cardstock. Okay. There. Just like that. That's pretty just like that, I think. I love that. Okay. Now, to decorate, I used a bunch of different dies that I already had. So for this one, I used this really pretty ornament. There we go. Save that there and then grab what I did for. Okay. There we go. All right. So then what I did is I took my red paper that I already had, because a lot of times when you're foiling, and this is why Anna and I always tell you guys, save your pieces. And this is exactly why. Because when you have extras, then you can take those extras and use them to, die cut some cool stuff out. So what I did for this one is I cut the ornament out with this, and then I laid the ornament down on another piece of foil paper, which for this one was the silver glittery one. I don't remember which one right now. But anyways, okay, so you lay it down and then you're going to trace it onto the back and then you're just going to cut it out. And this is just so you have a backing on here and it's going to be pretty instead of just, this plain white. So that's what I did here. And then what you're going to do is just adhere this on real quick. We'll add a little bit up here. Okay, there we go. And then you're just going to adhere all of this onto your card. All right, just like that. So again, that's how quick and easy it goes together. And then the sentiment, I had some Christmas sentiments that I used. So I cut them out with the green glittery foil, which is another one of my favorites. And I just added that on, and then a little snowflake. And there you've got the first one. So quick and easy, but so much fun. All right, so there's one. We'll get that one up out of the way. And now we'll go ahead and we'll do this one. Okay, so for this one, I did go ahead and use the parchment paper because it is long, right? So I wanted to make sure that it was going to cover my whole foil piece. So what I did was I just took a piece of parchment paper. Let me grab this up all out of the way. We're doing this one. Okay, so for this one, and sent me this paper where the foiling is right on top of this black cardstock. So you can barely see it, right? But oh, it's so, so pretty. Okay, so then what you're going to do is we're going to take the foil and we're going to lay this on top. And then put it in your paper here. And then for this, obviously the opening is not big enough that you can put it in this way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in this way, but I'm going to guide it just until the machine grabs it. There we go. And then we'll just let that foil right through. Okay. And then as you can see, it comes out the back side. All right. So while that's still cooking, it's almost done. Oh, nope, it's done. Okay. So again, we're going to take this out of the paper and then we're going to pull the foiling off, and then you're going to get this beautiful design right on top. That is stunning. I love, love, love that. Okay, so putting it together, you're going to put it on a piece of white cardstock. This is just plain old white cardstock, nothing fancy. And we're just going to add this to the top part. right like that. Okay, there we go. And now the ornaments. So what I did for the ornaments, let me show you the dies that I use. Now you can use any ornament dies. It does not matter, anything like that. Whatever you have at home, is perfect. However you want to do it, just mix it up however you want to do it. If you have all of this at home, so you don't have to worry about it. This is stuff that I've had for a while. So I thought, well, instead of getting new, I'll just go ahead and use these. So what I did was I used these ornaments. And again, for this, let me grab my blue here. Okay, so for these, what I did was I took, and I'm going to show you how to do this in just a second, but right now I'm just going to show you this real quick. Okay, so what I did for these was I took the black toner paper that's just plain black. I laid the foil on top of that, ran it through, and it gives me this, right? So once you have this, now you can die cut, do whatever you want to do with it. But that's how you create these. So I did one in blue and one in red. And then for these are the backs, what I did. Because again, when I put them on my paper like this, they didn't really pop as much as I wanted them to. So what I did for this, I double foiled this. All right. So for this, and I'm going to show you how to double foil with the blue paper. But for this, what I used, I ran it through on the toner sheet, just like the black one I just showed you, in the white. Okay, this is called Snow Day. And then once it came out, I peeled it off, and then I ran it through a second time with this. This is called Magical Shattered Glass. This is one of my favorites. I love this, especially for the holidays. I just love the design on this. So now that it's double foiled, let me grab my piece here. Okay, now that it's double foiled, it's going to look like this. Okay. So again, what I did for these is I laid the ornament down. I traced it to get the shape. Okay. Set those off to the side. And then I just adhered them together. So we're going to do that. And then that way, once you put them on, they pop much better. You see the difference with the white? Here's with the red. Now, I did the red the same way that I did the blue, only I used the red glitter paper this time. So for this, we're going to add some more. There we go. Okay. And then lastly for these, I used this bow die that I had. And I cut out some bows to go on top of my ornaments with the silver glittery paper. Okay, I apologize. I'm not using the proper names for them, but I will have that all written down for you. When I do the blog post, it'll all be there for you guys. So no worries. All right. So we're going to add that right on top. Get my finger out of the way. Okay. And then the same with this one. There. All right. So to finish for this one, we're going to take some foam tape. This is Thermoweb's foam tape. And what I did for this was I just added a little bit on the back of both of my ornaments. Okay, because I just wanted them to pop out just a little bit. All right. And then you're going to add one here at the top. And one down here at the bottom. Okay. And then to finish that out, I took some more of the word dies that I had for the holidays, and I cut them out first with some blue and red cardstock, just regular cardstock. Cut the colors out, or the names out on each piece. And then once I did that, whoops, then I ran it through again with the white foiled paper that I showed you for this. And then I added them together so you could get that backing on there. You see that? I think the red might show up a little better. There we go. And then for there, you're just going to add this in the middle. Right like that. Whoops. My end is backwards. Okay, so you add it on just like that. And then to finish it off, what you can do is just add, show you in this one, I just added a few little rhinestones around, and there you go. But again, quick and easy. But look at the results. That's what gets me, the results. All right, so now let's do the last one. So for the last one, we're going to start with our base card. Blue piece of cardstock. I'm going to set that off to the side here for just a sec. All right. And then the first thing that we're going to do is I want to foil my Merry Christmas. So what I did was I cut this down a little smaller because I wanted to layer. So I'm just going to put this into my carrier sheet. Okay, and then we're going to slide that right in. There we go. And then let that go through. All right, so that's going to go through. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to foil this piece with the pretty blue. And then I'm going to show you how to double foil. Okay, so for this, we're going to pop this out and then peel off our foil. Very pretty. Look. Oh, you could never see it so good on camera. It makes me crazy. But that's so pretty. Okay. And then to double foil, what we're going to do is we're going to take the snowflake and put it right back. There we go. And then we're going to run this through. There. All right. We're going to let that run through real quick. I love this blue paper on top of the snowflakes. It's just so, so pretty. Okay. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is pop this out. And I'm going to peel this off. Again, then you're going to get that beautiful blue right on that paper. So, so pretty. Okay, now to double foil, and this is why Ann and I always tell you, don't throw away your extra pieces, because what you can do with this now is I'm going to take this, and it's got a little bit of wrinkle on it, and I don't want it to wrinkle on my paper, so I'm going to run it through real quick just to kind of get the wrinkles off. We're going to run that through. But all of those papers that I pulled off of my previous projects, like this one, you can use this technique with. Now these, you're not going to really get much off of these for the simple fact that you're just going to get this foil pretty much that's in the center, okay, because of how the pattern is. So if you have a pattern that is like this, where it's just around and it's not all over, that's what you're going to have, that foil in the middle. But if you have a design like the snowflake that's got the print all over the paper, then that makes this technique super, super easy to do. Okay, so what we can do from here now is we're going to take this and we're going to lay this onto this black piece of toner paper that I have already cut out. Okay, and then before I run this through, I'm going to trim this down just a smidge. No, you know what? I'll just run it through. All right, we'll just run it through. And then you'll get to see the magic. Anne is the one that taught me this technique. And last year was like one of the first times that I had done it. And I went through so much foil because I kept trying this pattern and that pattern. And I went through a stack of toner papers and foils just to try this out. And it is just so much fun. And it gives you more choices with your foils, which is always good. We always want to, to be able to get more bang for our buck, right? All right, so then we're going to take this out, and you do need to be careful because this is hot. And I should have probably said that earlier, but you guys have seen us foil enough to know, I hope, that you do need to be careful that you don't burn yourself. All right, I'm going to shove that out of the way. And then we're going to take this and we're going to peel this off. Now, if you can see, all of the foil that was left from this piece is now on this piece, and it's just the opposite. So now you have this really pretty blue with the black snowflakes on there. And yeah, I love that. And that's how you double foil. And as you can see, it takes all of your foil off of the sheet. This is the reason this is left, is because this sheet was smaller than the foil. But all the time, it will just pull all of that foil right off of your sheet there. Okay, so now to put this one together, this is a very simple one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this one. And we're going to add our layer here. Okay, and you can see what I did here is I moved it up because I want a little bit more down here at the bottom than I do the top. All right, so we got that. And then I'm going to take this piece and put that right on top. So let's do these two first. So you're going to take your Merry Christmas and add your Merry Christmas to this black foil, or blue foil, I should say. Oh, I did not get that on there straight. There we go. All right. And then from here, we're just going to add it right to our base. There we go. Okay. And then what you can do to finish this off is I took some rhinestone strips that I had, and it comes in a roll like this. You can get these at Michael's. And I just ran a strip down at the bottom, as you can see here. And then I went ahead and I added some simple, plain clear colored crystals. And I just added a little bit of glue onto the top of the snowflakes there. And then that's it, and you're done. And so pretty to just plop in the mail and send it off. Just, oh, I love these so much. All right, so there is all three of them once again. Okay, we have this one, and this one. And then, as I said, I will go ahead and put all of the information that you guys will need to recreate these on the blog post, with links to the foils, to the papers, you know, all of that. Make sure that you go over to ThermoWeb, their Facebook page, and give them a like, because, you know, we love our sponsors. So make sure you do that. But I will have all of the sizing and everything like that on the blog post for you. And I'm going to do the blog post early. So it should be up probably by tomorrow. So it'll be up, and then that way you'll have all the measurements and whatever, you know, to get your cards done on time. Because normally I would wait until Sunday, but I'm going to go ahead and post that tomorrow. All right, so let me switch cameras here.
Love those.
Oh, thank you.
Rebecca said that she just got her foiling stuff out, and she's going to try it, and she has a cheapy laminator. But Rebecca, actually, Lisa started with a Scotch, which is like $30, and I have a Royal Sovereign. I think I've had that one for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, it doesn't matter. They all work, you know.
Yes.
So that will be fun. And she also posted exactly what I was going to say, which I've done before. Like, I would have die cut the center
out
of your backgrounds out and used them on another card.
Yes, she would have. Yes, she would have.
I would have just used the frame, because, oh my gosh. I mean, they're beautiful cards, but
yeah, you could still do that though with the foils though, Anne. Because you could just take the center out and cut that centerpiece out.
No. I mean, your white and blue background, and then your black and blue snowflakes. I would have die cut the center out.
Oh, gotcha.
I layered them, because then I would have had that for other cards, or to create tags, or to create, you know.
Yes, she would have done that. Yes, I know what you're saying now. But honestly, when I play, I have so many of these now, because, you know, I play and
you need drawers like I have to put
them. I do. I have them in my cabinet behind me, and I've got like a stack that's like out of this world. But yeah,
but that stack is perfect when you need something quick.
Yes. And that's one of the things that I love about foils, because, you know, if you want something to be blingy and poppy and just, you know, like like sparkly around the holidays, especially, right? Especially around the holidays. Foils are so simple to use, and you get that beautiful, stunning, just look. You
And
know,
it's instant. I mean,
exactly.
it's hard to mess up.
It is.
You know?
It is. And you guys know me, I mess up quite frequently.
No, those are creative opportunities.
Yes, okay, I have lots of creative opportunities that y'all have seen me do. So you know how many I have messed up through the years, but hey, you learn something new. That's how I learn.
Right. I did put a link in for the papers. You can get them on Emerald Creek. And if you use Ann Butler in all caps, you get 10% off your order. So, not just papers. So, yeah.
We love that.
Which helps because it comes from Canada.
Right. Yes, definitely.
Although she's really good about finding the most economical shipping options.
Oh, Kim, yeah. Yeah, she's really good because she understands.
Yep.
So yeah, that's very nice. And then, I'll have all of the names of the foils and all of that I use from ThermoWeb. So you'll be able to, go spend money there too, because their foils are so gorgeous. But I am sending a warning out now, people. When you go on their website, it's going to blow your mind with all of the different colors. Every time I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, because they have, I don't even know how many colors are they even have anymore. Did Dawn pop in at all this time? No. I know she was going to come last week, but I don't know if she could make it this week.
They used to, it was like 87. It's more now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, all the colors that you can imagine. It's just, they're so beautiful. I love them all.
They are.
But yeah, I will get that blog post done. So then that way you'll have all of the pertinent information that you need.
Yes.
But how do you like that? I mean, I got 3 cards done, almost completely finished in less than an hour. That's
pretty
what I'm
amazing.
saying. Quick and easy. Yeah. Because you know me, it usually takes me forever to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, you guys. So that is it for us. Oh, wait. No, I take
winner. I am not doing a live at 2:00. I have.
She's got appointments.
Meetings. Yep. But we will be here this evening, and Lisa is our guest on the pajama party. So make sure you come if you're awake, because it's at 9 p.m. Central for the pajama party, and Lisa will be sharing a craft.
Yeah, and I'm going to wear something cute on my head for the party. I'm going to wear something cute. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right, you guys. So for us here, announcement.
Winner.
Again, duh. All right. So 2 weeks ago, I did the gnome ornament, and we were giving away your choice of an ebook, either the 101 Christmas crafts or the holiday crafts and more, I think is the title from the second one. There's 2 to choose from, and the winner for that is Karen Ramondo. So Karen, congratulations, girl. Yay. I don't know if she's here because I didn't even get to say hi to anybody. I just kind of popped and did my thing. So hello, you guys that all came to hang out with us today. Thank you for joining us. You know how much we love you all, especially this time of year. It's hard to sit down to watch things when there's so much going on. So we do appreciate you guys so much.
You can sit and wrap your presents or make your cards while you're watching.
There you go. Great idea. See, she's a multitasker. I'm not so good at multitasking. My husband tells me, just focus on one thing, because I squirrel too much. As you guys have seen me do 1,000 times. Oh well.
I also want to let you guys know that I am currently working on BellaCon.
I know you are. I saw some stuff already.
And I think I have my teachers slated. I'm waiting to hear from a couple more. And I have got boxes arriving already. So
And we're doing that in March.
We're doing it in March.
Yeah.
We have to do it earlier because the trade shows are now April and May.
Right.
So I've gone back to March, and I will get some information up on that before the end of the year. And I would like to do it before Christmas because I know some people like to ask for Bellicon as a Christmas gift.
Yep.
So I am doing that. And yeah, so swag is arriving already. And I spent the weekend opening all the swag I have so far because, well,
it's a lot.
Well, and inside the box is boxes of stuff.
Right.
And so, like, if you don't open it, I've learned, if I don't open it in advance, then I'm opening it while I'm trying to pack everything. So,
yeah,
I'm getting everything all organized, and I am going to be packing them next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's only one of the things that I hate about being so far away, because I would love to be over there with you playing and all that stuff, getting it all ready. I get so excited to do stuff like that. But, I told Anne, I said, send something to me and then I'll pack. And she's, and then by the time we do that, it's gone across the country a few times.
Yeah.
And the shipping would be outrageous.
Right.
She just does it.
Well, Julie says it too. Well, just send it all here. I'm like,
yeah, I know, right? You can't.
Yeah. Yes, Rebecca. Merry Christmas to everyone, because we won't be here in the afternoons until after New Year's. Yeah. But we will be there tonight for the pajama party. So
yep, we will. All right. So you guys have a wonderful holiday season. If we don't see you tonight, thank you again for joining us. You guys are just so amazing. We love you so much. And like we always say, take a little time to craft.
Because it's good for your soul.
It really is. Yeah. All right, you guys.
Everyone. Bye.